Hi, today we're going to take a look at the latest breed of NVRs. This one's from Dahua. It's a Pro Series recorder that's based on the large language model. This takes searching for footage to a new level. So let's take a look at it. I've got this NVR plugged into our network. Our network also has a couple of network switches and a couple of Pro cameras from Dahua as well. These complement the recorder. So let's go and have a look at configuring it. Right, I've got myself a web browser right up to the recorder. Logged in already. Let's go and have a look at the cameras that we've got set up. There's some channel 1 and 3 for now. But that's not so much the more interesting bit. The more interesting bit is buried in the application section, and it's called WizSeek. So when we have a look at WizSeek, we can start to enter a bit of text. It does give us a lot of suggestions. So we can look at human behavior, a person is smoking, for instance, and do a quick search. And immediately finds a culprit with a high percentage. You click on the image and we can see them. If we click on the segment, we can start to play back. And we can have a large screen image of what was going on and confirming indeed that rogue was smoking. With this one, we've added some audio to the camera. Let's have a look.
This is a no smoking area.
Right, let's try something else. How about a person riding a bike? Let's have a go. And there we get a hit of somebody cycling away. So it's a pretty useful little thing. If we want to play the full video, we can go right ahead here and have a quick look. We can get it full screen. And there we go, got a person riding a bike. Let's not forget we can narrow it down based on time. So if we want to click on the symbol over here, we can choose any number of days and any time of the day that we want to start to search on. So we could start from 10 o'clock in the morning and sort of choose our channels. So we just say, I'll just have channel 1 and 3. And I want to run the same sort of search, but it would pretty much come out with the same result because that person's on the same day. It doesn't just do people. We can obviously look for vehicles. We can choose a blue, what should we pick? A blue van, and let's just see how many blue vans appear. It's done not a bad job, I don't think. Let's go back and try something else. You've obviously got the vehicle types, some animals. So if you're looking for a lost dog, you might want to choose that. It's also got some other objects already predefined. For instance, a cardboard box. So we can click search and it does a pretty good job of finding the person carrying a cardboard box. Now, bringing this smart search to a new level, we can go and create events based on the text search. So here's how you do it. We click on text, we click on the NVR first, and then we click on text rule. And we can see we've already added some rules in, these ones that I've done earlier. So if we check the one that says phone call, it's person making a phone call is the prompt. That we want to add in a new one now. So I want to just double check, go back to applications and WizSeek and find the person riding a bike. We'll get that text because we know that worked. And then we can go back to the event and add a new rule, and we add the text in there, the one that worked. We give it a suitable name. Bike will do fine. We're happy with the confidence level, and we've now created a new rule called bike. So the next stage is to apply it to a camera. So we click on the camera and we go down to text defined alarms. We've already got a smoking one on there, but we want to add a new one in. So the new one is bike, and we add it in there, and we click on the alarm linkage now. We could decide to change the buzzer on the recorder or enable the buzzer, but we might want to add the warning light on. we might want to issue some camera audio. I don't currently have a "you can't cycle here" type of audio in there, so I'll now need to go and add one. Right, so I'm just going to use a free text-to-speech generator online. I'm just going to put in some sample text. No cycling, I reckon. We might as well make it a little bit polite, and we'll add "please" to it. I've already picked the voice.
No cycling, please.
And then all I have to do is generate the audio, make sure it's in MP3.
No cycling, please.
And go and get it downloaded. Once it's downloaded, probably a good idea to rename it. So I'm going to rename it No Cycling, of course. That'll make it easy to add. You now have to add it to the camera. So I've got the camera's web pages up, go to the settings for the camera, over to the audio, and there's something called alarm tone. You already see some in there. And I'm going to upload. So I'll go and find my file. There he is, No Cycling. I'm going to add him, and I'm going to do an upload. Operation successful. I can check it and I can listen on the camera to play the audio. And once that's done, we're ready to go to the next stage. Now we've added it to the camera, we'll go back to the NVR's web pages. We'll go over to settings and events. And we will just check that the rule's good. So let's go to the text rule under the NVR and make sure person cycling's there. We'll just double check the prompt. Person riding a bike is good. The confidence level's there again. And then we need to go to the front camera. And at this point, we go over to text alarms. We need to add a rule, a person cycling. There's already a rule there, an existing rule, which is the smoking alarm. We'll just turn that off and make sure we click apply. And I'm now going to go over to the person cycling rule and go down to the alarm linkage. I'm going to scroll down to camera audio and this time click on camera audio. I'm now going to be able to select the one that I've just uploaded. So No Cycling's there. All I have to do is really just enable it and click OK. And that's us done. And that rule will apply and the audio will come out of the camera when somebody cycles past. And that's it. I hope you find that useful and check back for some more later.